Hello everybody and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. Our restocker over there has got an accidental boost going because I accidentally caught him as I was walking by. The amount of times that happens in this game, there is a mod that stops that actually, but you know they're just walking by and you're clicking something and then suddenly they get boosted. So that was a waste of $5 or whatever it costs these days. I think it's $5, isn't it? Because at the moment they're switched off, so not that helpful. Right, I've done 1 day off camera. I've also purchased a lot of stock, so we should be good for stock. We're not amazing in terms of like full levels of everything, but everything is yellow or better. Although we could maybe do, we've got enough in stock there, but 16 will go on the shelves. I'm going to buy an extra one of those. But generally everything is okay, or will be as soon as the restockers are put back to work again. There's a red item there. Again, we've got full stock, but I'll get an extra one there just to go and replace it. Again, full stock there, but I'll get an extra couple of those. So it's just things like that, really. So generally, we're okay. So I'll just get those now, purchase those. What I'm going to start off by doing is I am going to hire an extra restocker, because we can now do that, because I bought some extra shelving, so I can now get the 4th restocker. So I'm going to get the 4th restocker. I think 3 is right on the edge of being able to cope. 4 would be better, so we'll have the 4th. He's already going to get starting working. I'm also going to get the janitor. I know through the series I've been ahhing about it because it doesn't really make much difference, and it's just throwing away $80 a day with something you could just do at the end of each day. But we're starting to get more and more litter now, so I think it's worthwhile having a janitor as well. So we've got our janitor somewhere. Oh, there she is. So she's getting to work. Our restockers, well, one of them is getting to work. The others are still switched off. Let's switch them back on again. Like so. The day off camera, we did okay. I purchased some stock and bits and pieces. I did notice, if you saw that previous episode, I put the butter and the yogurt for sale, didn't I? Well, the yogurt didn't really sell any differently, but the butter nearly sold out. And we had like 400 blocks in there as well, but it nearly sold out. So, yeah, we sold a lot of butter. People, 5% off butter, they went crazy for butter, but they didn't really care too much about the yogurt at all. In fact, has it sold any? That looks exactly the same as it did the last time I looked at it. So maybe that didn't sell anything, but the butter certainly did sell. So that was worthwhile. But just an average day, really. And sold out of quite a few things, which is why they're having a big restock now. But while they do that, we're just going to go and fulfill an online order or two, and then we'll get opened up. I think we'll try and do a couple of days in store today. In the last video, which was nice for a change, I pretty much did the entire episode outside. We just traveled around buying stuff and delivering things, which is nice for a change, but we didn't really spend much time in store, apart from at the very end of the episode, where I was putting some of the new products on. And that's about all we did in store. I'm going to spend a couple of days in store in this one. Let's see, some lemons. And then that one is complete. Put this in the back of the truck. Right. April Austin would like some pasta. Some Doritos, they're the other side. Everything's heading that way apart from the Sunny D here. We want a squash. It's a melon, not a squash. That's a squash because they look similar. Doritos. There's 2 bags of. The ham is over here, isn't it, actually? Where's the ham? Oh, there it is. Staring me in the face. And Cora and Jay. So we've still got a couple more to go then. So we've got Cora. Salmon. Some cleaner. I hope we have. We do. And some salt. And Jay would like, what are we? Cereal. We're passing that, so we'll grab that. Then we'll get the Dawn as well as the hand soap, which is right next to it. And pepperoni pizza to finish. Right, I think that's... Yeah, that's it. Just the 4. Okay, let's go and get these delivered. Where are we going? J. 4 is in the court. I guess we should just go in the loop. The truck's already facing the right way for that, so we'll do that. So J is first. There you go, Jay. And you are April. There you go. And then, yeah, Cora's straight ahead. Annoyingly, the other side of the basketball court. There you go, Cora. And then finally, Eva. And there you go. Right, that's the online orders sorted. We're also level 54 now. I think we're 2 levels away from the next license upgrade. How are things going here? Looks to be going fairly well. What have we got on here? Some chicken legs just laying out here in the open. They can go in there. Still got some boxes in here laying around. Come on, gentlemen. You need to go on the shelf, really, not in here. Is there anything I can do? These can go on, I think. No, they can't. There's nothing I can do. They've got it all in a system they've got worked out, and I'm just coming in and ruining it here. Get these on. Put that in there. So these kegs of Heineken. I don't know whether to, because we've got all of this room. I mean, obviously this will be like the alcohol aisle, I guess, at some point. But at the moment, it isn't, is it? I mean, we've only got 3 types. And nothing else on this aisle, in fact. So I don't know whether to, like, maybe double stack the Heineken again. Because you only get 6 and 6, whether it's worth going again with that. I think it might be, actually. We'll do that. Just for now. Until we get the other kegs. Because 12 kegs never seems to be enough. We always seem to be restocking Heineken. I've noticed when I have been doing this and off camera as well. It sells out pretty quickly. Less so now we get 6 on. I think that's... Did we always get 6 of those on, or have they also been, with the potatoes, shrunk down? I can't remember. But either way, we sell out a lot of those, so we'll have an extra couple of shelves of those. I'm guessing these potatoes don't fit on. Does that look full? I don't think that looks full. Nope, that's definitely not full. It's in there somewhere. It's the box laying around. What's this box? There's an empty box on the floor. Doing anything. Right, they should deal with the rest of it. How are we looking? Let's have a quick go round. Could do with some more of those on, but it's okay. That stuff's not bad. I think we could open. We're not going to sell out, I don't think, of anything particular. Yeah, let's open. Let's open up. Right, and we'll do a day behind the checkout, I think. Haven't done this for a couple of episodes, I don't think, or... Well, maybe I have, actually. I didn't do it in the last episode. But that's been like 2 weeks ago for me in recording time. So it's been a while since I've sat behind the checkout. Okay, it's nearly 20 past 11. We still haven't had a single person come through the checkout yet. Not even over there or for me. Not a single person has come through the checkout yet. Which is unbelievable, really. We open up at 8 a.m., is it? I think it's 8 a.m. So it's taken nearly 4 hours for the first person to even reach the scales. We haven't had a single person come through the checkout yet. That's quite unbelievable, actually. Unless somebody snuck through at the beginning. But I don't think they did. This is my first checkout in 4 hours of being open. It takes people a long time to walk around this store. I was just thinking while I was waiting there. I'll probably skip that part of the video out because literally nothing happened. But what I was thinking is, do you think the game time, like the clock in the game, is that right? Or do you think it should be a bit faster or a bit slower? Like the day should be a bit longer, maybe? Like if time just passed a little bit slower, it would seem a bit more... I don't know, a bit more realistic, maybe? Or would that get too tedious? It'd probably get too tedious, wouldn't it? If you were... I don't know. Hard to say. Like, as somebody who makes videos for YouTube, the day length isn't too bad. But, you know, if I was just doing a random session, I don't really mind if the game day takes about 20 minutes, to be honest. Just sitting there for, you know, waiting for 4 hours in-game for your first customer to actually come and pay, despite having a store full of people, just seems crazy. But it's just one of those game things, isn't it, I guess? 5 cents change. Couple of online orders. 74.23, which I may or may not fulfill. I don't know. We've done online orders the last few videos, and I've been doing them off camera as well whenever I've done off camera stuff. Might not do them. It's a shame you can't employ somebody to go and do those as well. Like I could pack them up or something and then send one of the restockers off in the van just to go and take them around town for us or something like that. That'd be good. $1.43. Thank you. 46 and 20 cents. Thank you very much. Couldn't find pears. That's not good news. Are we fully out of pears? We are. Do we have any more pears, anybody? None of you are bringing pears, which suggests we may have sold out of pears. Quickly have a look. Pear, we have indeed. Right, that should, because we should get that on the shelf, so that should all be fine. Hello there, sir. I should go and grab some pears, actually, rather than serve you. You could have waited. 103.80. Is somebody going to bring some pears? Or should I go and grab them? Oh, are you bringing pears? I think he's bringing pears. He is. Okay, we're okay for pears. I think I might fill a few of these online orders. I might just get them now while we wait for everybody to finish their shopping, and then we can just serve some people at the end. So we'll get 5 of those, get some mangoes. If people will move out of my way, I get some mangoes. Somebody's stealing my mangoes. I have preferential. These are my mangoes. Diet Coke. What are you looking at, sir? Anything? I tell you what, this was a bad idea. Shopping when everybody else is shopping. They just get in the way constantly. I'll put this in the back of the truck. We'll do the rest of those when people have moved. That was a bad idea. Plus, I suppose it does also steal away stock from... Couldn't find pears. Do you think that's from earlier, or have we sold out of pears again? Because the guy behind you's got pears, and I can see pears just there. So she must have been in the store for ages. So she is from the original we ran out of pears moment. She must have been in here most of the day. $107.80. Find squash. We've probably sold out of that now. I could do with an auto ordering system. You can have a mod that allows you to never go below a certain thing in terms of it's just on there, so that you can click that and it just fulfills a minimum level. I don't think there is one that's like, oh, you've sold out of this, and let me put an auto order in for you, and it just appears. I kind of like that, actually, if that was a thing. Just so because we're constantly running out of something. It's usually fruit and veg because it's always on sale. I think my new system is going to have to be partway through the afternoon, so I don't know, 2 o'clock or something like that, is go back through the PC and order everything. So we'll have to do like a morning order and then a midday to 2 p.m. order. Just to make sure we keep on top of everything that's running out. Alright, well, we need some cleaner and we need some more fruit and veg, that is for sure. I think those two gentlemen are the last in store. Yep, it's just me and the staff. Let's see how well we did. 97 customers, 66 satisfied, 29 products not found, most of them being pears and some sort of chemical thing that I kept seeing pop up, some soap. $2,370, not too bad. Prices gone up and down in different areas. Are these going to be good for us or bad? Let's see, that's gone up, so $7.50, so we're doing well with the first one. We're doing very well with the second, that can go up to 13. Taking it away, the game has given us, and then it's immediately taken it away by making me drop the price of the mayonnaise, and then this is dropped by $1 as well. So we did okay, I think, out of that, or it basically stayed the same. That's not too bad, because sometimes it can really rip you. We had a few days off camera where everything, you know, like 3 or 4 items dropped by, and it was the fruit and veg. The first time the fruit and veg alters, because it starts out at a really, really high price, but when it changes, it can often drop like $5. And then occasionally it comes back up again. Because some of these are ridiculously expensive, like the apples, for example, at $20, because I don't think they've ever changed. But some of them can be really cheap, like melons, $1.09. Right, so we need to get some stock in, I think. The first thing to do, because I see a lot of red. That is not good. I need more storage space for this, don't I? That is not enough for that, I don't think. 12 in store, 12 in storage. It's not enough. So if I buy 3 of those, that should drop 1 outside. Got storage capacity, so we might as well use it. That can go randomly up there. So at least we've got an extra 1 of those on there. That might help a little bit with that. Right, so we need a couple of those, a couple of these, a couple of those, a couple of those, 3 of these. Actually, we could have more than 3 because obviously we can get more of these on there, can't we? So we can go there with those. Let's purchase those. Clear things through. Need 4 of those plus 1 for there, so that'd be 5. Same for those. These we haven't got any on the shelves, so I can only get 3 in there. Then we'll get some more on there. I'm just going to have the 3 on there for now, actually. Otherwise, we end up with a lot of stuff everywhere. So we'll come back to that. That might be like our midday purchase. So it's also going to get expensive. So we've got none of those on there, so I'll have an extra 1. More of those. Enough of those. Right, I can see meat. I'm reluctant to pay for some of these. Now, I know we've just been like buying a lot of stuff. For some of these, 140, and we need quite a few of them, so I might head around the corner and get some more meat. So is that the only meat we need? Looks like it is, doesn't it? So if that's the only meat I need, I'm kind of reluctant. Although we could. I suppose a large tray of sushi. We'll get these. That's fine. We'll get those. Get those. This is fairly cheap as well. So is this. We'll get these because I'd rather they get stocked up, to be honest. So let's get those stocked up first, and then... Nope, I don't want... Well, I do need that, but we'll have 2 of those. Coffee. Depends where we're going with these online orders. Where are we heading? We are going up the road. I think what I'll do is I'll go when we're out. We'll get some sushi. We'll get some... You know what? I'll get the coffee after all. Let's get the coffee now. We'll just get some sushi and I'll go and get a couple of Heineken kegs. Because they're like the really expensive items. And then we'll leave the rest. So the rest I think is fine. Yeah, we'll just get the keg and the sushi while we're out. And then we'll do a midday shop as well. So let's fulfill some online orders. Before we start the day. We need powdered sugar. Oops, I thought you got stuck there. Nope, not the honey. We need this. Sweetener. Then we need some bread. And then we need Diet Coke. Oh, I've done the same order. No! I didn't flick him over. I've done his order twice. Which is really annoying, because now I need to go and put all of this stuff back on the shelves. I mean, you can just throw it on the floor. But... I might have to. Because they've come round and... I can put the Coke back. Can't put the bread back, unfortunately. I'm going to have to throw this on the floor. How do we do that? Throw all... Okay. That bread will live on the floor until it can go on the shelves. Right, so we've done Tyler. We don't need to do Tyler. It's Leo Bell is who we need to be doing. Alright, Leo would like some Doritos, some tea, and he would like some Raid, and then he would like some yogurt. Finally, somebody wants some yogurt. See, we didn't really sell that much of it. It's still on 5%. We didn't sell that much of it yesterday either. Maybe a little bit of butter, not loads, but still more than the yogurt. Mozzarella down here. Right, who else is there? Just Max Hunter, I think. Max Hunter would like cupcakes. Fortunately, he wants the... No, he doesn't. He wants these. We can give him the floor bread. He won't know. Right, and then while we're out, we'll make sure we pick up a couple of kegs and some sushi. Right, we're going... Doesn't really matter. I could have gone that way, I suppose, actually. Probably should have done. Never mind, I've already turned around now. Right, here's Max with the floor bread. There you go, Max. Enjoy the bread. There you go, Tyler. You're venturing beyond the city limits. Please return. I wonder why they did that. Why they didn't just have a map that was closed off. Why they just don't let you go down a certain area. Because there is some town down there. What am I doing here? I want the sushi, not the... I'm not delivering here. There is town over there. I'll show you, actually, in a minute. Because I can see it, but some of you may not have actually had a look over there. Which sushi was it? It was this... Got to be this one, surely. Don't know how many I needed, mind. Have a look. That one's fine. It's definitely this one. We'll get a couple of these. Let's see. If I show you, I'm not sure I can get back in my vehicle. That's not a problem, I guess. We can always run around again. Have to get out. Right, I'll show you what is beyond the map. So normally the game says you can't go down here, but they have actually put a map in here. I mean, it's not like finished, but why not just put buildings down to here? And then have this as like a closed off road or something, or a tunnel would be good, wouldn't it? You could have a tunnel where the cars go through, and that's like the end of your thing. You can't go through the tunnel. But they just have this whole area where you're not allowed to come. And they just haven't bothered filling it in. I don't know why. I mean, there's buildings over there. There's another road over there, look. It's kind of weird. I don't know why not just, like... I don't know. Just close it off with tunnels and the cars go down the tunnels, or a highway entrance or something like that, so it looks like they just go off onto the big highway. So we're just a little town or something like that. Yeah, it's the same the other side as well. I'll get you for a tour since we're in this mode. A bit more filled in this side, I think, but same story. I mean, the cars travel up and down here. But you could have had just that little bit of extra map. I mean, it's not huge, but it's an extra road. You could have an extra wholesaler down there, or just some extra delivery stuff. Right, where's our vehicle? Here it is. Right, where are we going? We are heading to Leo, aren't we? And then we're going to pick up some beer on the way home. Fortunately now I'm stuck in flying mode. I should be able to still interact with this. I'm not 100% sure I can. I need to slow down, for one thing. I can still interact. Don't be concerned, sir. This is perfectly normal with me floating around. I'll just get back in my vehicle and drive away. You'll be none the wiser. If I reset it, it'll just reset me back to the shop, which is why I've not reset it. So then we'll have our vehicle all the way over here. I'll have to come and retrieve it. So we'll just float around and act like it's perfectly normal. All right, let's get... We'll get 4 kegs. I don't know if we can have 4, but we'll get 4 anyway. That's all we needed, and we've delivered to everybody, so let's drive home. I do that. Reset. Here we go. Back to normal. They'll sort that out for us. How we're looking in here? Pretty good, actually. Yeah, 4 restockers has definitely been the right way, hasn't it? So in the time it's taken us to do that, I know we had a bit of a tour around some of the map, but generally, they've done pretty well while we've been doing that. Right, let's open up again. See how much money we make today, then. As I say, we're trying to get to level... Ooh, we're a bit low on a few things, actually, now. We'll grab a few of these. Might as well get them now, to be honest. I'm already looking at the screen. We'll grab the rest at lunchtime. Right, so, yeah, we're working towards the next license, which is level 56, which will unlock us 3 new licenses. So I might try and get there probably off camera. We might get most of the way towards level 55, so I'll probably do a level off camera so we can have a look at these in the next video. Whether we go down the frozen meat, the extra alcohol... We could probably go down the extra alcohol. We've got... I probably will. I'll most likely do the extra alcohol first because we can put that on the shelf straight away. We don't need to worry about that. We can just pay the 12.5 and get that, and then that can be on the shelves earning us some money. And then we'll save up for this one because I need to get some freezers for that anyway. And we've only really got enough space for maybe 1 freezer, so that's not ideal. So I think we'll go with the alcohol next. And then see. I might save the freezer until towards the end. We might need an expansion for that. I mean, I can change the layout of the freezers just here. Which would obviously help. I could get rid of these fridges and just have other fridges with cheese in. That would give us an extra couple of spots as well. So I might change that, but we'll see on that one. But yeah, I'll probably do alcohol next. So I might do a level off camera or something like that. Just get us leveled up a little bit. So we can do the next license in the next video. Right, we've got our customer, have we? We have indeed. Hello there, sir. $15.57. Thank you. Right, so what we need to remember to do is at about 2 p.m. close, restock. And that should hopefully keep us semi-healthy for the rest of the day. We might not even make it that far though. Look at the amount of people just watching them taking the fruit and veg. That guy, he had like 12 zucchinis. What is he going to do with all of those? $29.55. Thank you. I do think some of these people would be better off going to the wholesaler. Since they buy in such large quantity, they'd be better off going down the road and getting it for half the price. Or less than half the price, because they're also paying my markup on it. Alright, let's close and let's do some restocking. Alright, this is going to be a little bit awkward because this is now going to be a live reading thing as they're grabbing stuff. So if you see it moving around, that's why. And it can be a bit disorientating. So we'll purchase as we go a little bit, because then I make sure I've got everything. I can only get one of these. That's annoying. So if I get 2, we're going to end up with a box laying outside. I don't really want that. They can get some on. It's now disappeared. This is what I mean about it. It's now over here. They can get 2 on. So it would be worth doing eventually, I suppose. All right, let's buy these. Because it jumps all over the place again. Not doing too badly, actually. This is nowhere near as bad as I thought it might be by this time. Thought it'd be much worse than this. Get one of those as well. This isn't bad. Get another couple of those. Fruit and veg-wise, we seem to be doing quite well. I've not even seen one pop up yet, so... Okay, not bad at all. We'll reopen. We'll have another look at about 7 p.m. maybe, just to make sure. But I think today we might actually stay on top of things. Is that a live readout of the screen? It is. Look, things are moving. If I positioned that a bit closer, I'd be able to read that without actually clicking on it. Though we'd only have the top several products, that might be all I need. So I could just then have a glance and make sure nothing's red. We kind of can do from this distance, but if it was a bit closer, we'd have a better idea, maybe. 44 and 15, thank you. So I can see some store points. Couldn't find mushrooms. See, mushrooms, we have stock of mushrooms. There is a restocker outside not doing his job, which is not helping the situation. Why are you not doing your job? Because you've got some cartons of milk for some reason. Why are you holding cartons of milk? I don't know which restocker he is. One of those two, I believe. Yes, he was. Right, now we're getting some red items. Get those on. Take that off the screen so we can still see it. Right, back to work. So the fact that that guy couldn't find mushrooms was not a stock issue, that was a restocker issue. Possibly helped, or caused, in part by one of the restockers standing outside doing nothing. I don't know how long he was stood there doing nothing. $1.29 and 17 cents. Couldn't find apples. But they did sell out, actually, didn't they? They were a red item when we just went on a few minutes ago. 49 and 98 cents. There you go, sir. 63. And you're getting it all in singles, sir. Just for fun. $0.69 for you. There you go. Right, how are we doing? Everything looks yellow or green on there. Can't order anything now anyway. So everything seems fine. So we will have had some complaints when we didn't have mushrooms or apples on the shelving, but everything should be largely fine, I think, today. I don't think we should have had squash there. We shouldn't have had as many issues, I don't think. What it's telling me, though, is most of the time what they're complaining about, I think, is fruit and veg, isn't it? So what we might need to do in the next one, although we don't really have the space for it, is purchase some more fruit and veg shelving and double up on all of those. I think if we doubled up on fruit and veg shelving, then we would easily have enough to cover the day, especially with restocking as well. They're just selling out too quick to be restocked. It's nearly always a fruit and veg item. It's not the regular products. And the fruit and veg is the only thing I don't double stack. This is why I double stack, to avoid this sort of problem. It seems to be, couldn't find tomatoes, it's always those. So I think in the next episode, I don't know if I can fit it in, but I'd say we probably can. It would be a bit tight. I don't like it. I don't like having to use this floor space for that, because it's going to make it tight. There's, you know, a small walkway here. It's not going to be that nice visually. But I think it's necessary. I mean, I could start keeping them outside, of course. Which wouldn't be a problem. I can put stuff outside because I'm running the place anywhere, so I can place them outside. That would be an issue somebody did mention that actually after the video where I said that I might put stuff outside at some point about thieves, because obviously they would just be able to take it and run away, which would be an interesting thing actually. I don't know with this mod if I could run cameras and stuff outside. I'm not 100% sure how that would work. But I've got thieves turned off anyway at the moment. So it wouldn't make that much difference for us. So I could... Yeah, I could keep them outside for the extra space. So I might do that in the next one. I might start keeping my fruit and veg outside. It does mean a restocker's got slightly further to go to restock it. They're not just coming there to there. They're having to come all the way out to restock, which is not ideal. But it might work out slightly better. Definitely having them double shelved, I think, will work out better. Are we done in here? I think we are. So not as bad today, not as bad. And I think most of those, like I say, are fruit and veg. Cracked over 100 customers for the day. We only made $800, which is not amazing, is it? We're at this level of the game to be only making $800, but most of it's because we've just spent so much on stock today. But yeah, I might do that. So I think what we'll do then in the next... So I probably will do a couple of days or so off camera just to get us to level 56 so we can have a look at another license. And we will... So we'll probably get another license and then we will, I think, double up the fruit and veg either inside or I will now bring it outside. The only thing about bringing it outside is I do kind of want to move the entrance and have a change of the lookout here. So we might do that as well. So yeah, we'll do that. I'm not going to change the entrance for now because I think a central entrance is what I want, but that would mean a big shift around inside at the moment. The store is just not laid out for that. So we'll leave it the entrance where it is for now. But I might change the outside look, get some new fruit and veg shelving and a new license. So that's what we'll be doing next time. So I'll let them continue for a little while and get on with that. But for us, that is it. So if you have enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave it a like, consider subscribing and joining the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.